Hello, everybody. I want to do a um, Last of Us season 2, episode 4 breakdown. So, I don't know the whole storylines of the games, and I didn't watch all of the game 2 play. I just watched up until I think Joel's death. So, I don't know about like a lot of the different factions of Seattle and stuff, but it opens up the episode with Isaac. Anyone who plays the game should know Isaac, and they do a little backstory about how he becomes a part of the group that he is with, which is, I believe, the WLF Wolf group. They have like the wolf logo, and so it opens up there, and then he turns his back on Fedra and kills all the guys in the van, takes one guy out. He joins the group, and um, then it goes 11 years later, and it shows you Dina and Ellie scrounging around Seattle, and you know, looking for anything they can, weapons, a place to stay. They go into a record shop, and I forget the name of the song, but it's like a classic oldie song. The makers of the game show say it's from the game, and Ellie plays this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song rendition of this '80s song on the guitar and singing for Dina, who is just looking at her and like falling in love. You could tell, and um, they leave there. They find the area where um they the building where they have to get into, and it's all like dystopian and dark, and there's dead people everywhere, and um they go into this room. I believe it's a TV studio with people hanging with their guts hanging out and stuff, and then all of a sudden some guys walk in. They're like sweeping the place for the bad guys that did this, or the guys that did this. I don't know if they're bad or not or whatever. Um, and this is where, at the end scene, where they get caught and they have to run away, and they make it into the subway where the other guys make it into, and there's like a horde of clickers that just make it into the subway system and chase them down, and they barely escape with their lives, and one of them's about to bite Dina, and Ellie puts her arm out for them to bite her. As we know, she is immune, but Dina doesn't know this. So Dina's like freaking out in the back of her mind. She's thinking, I'm going to have to shoot her. So they make it to this building where they spend the evening, and but before any of this goes down, she's about to shoot her, and um, Ellie pleads with her, "Don't shoot me, please don't shoot me. Um, I'm immune." And she says, "Look, I'm gonna go sit over in that big chair over there. You could go as far away from me as you want with a gun, and if I turn into a zombie, which I won't, or if I turn into a clicker, which I won't, you can shoot me." So she sits there, she falls asleep. Later, she wakes up, and finally, Dina gets it. Dina gets it. She's not going to turn. It's been that many hours that she's not turning into a clicker. And so basically, she expresses her love for her, tells her how much she loves her. But first, she says, "I'm pregnant." And then they hook up, basically. They basically hook up. It's not that intense for like younger viewers. Maybe PG-13 action in the scene, maybe less. but that you get the idea of what's going on. And then they wake up in each other's arms, and um, end of the show, they're at the top of a building, and they find out where they got to go. And Ellie's like, I don't want you to come with me. You're pregnant. And she's pregnant with the guy she was with. Oh, and she also admits to her that she's gay and that her mother tried to make her straight. Um, so there's that like piece of info that I forgot to mention. Um, so she basically says, "I'm going with you." So they head off, and that's the end of the episode. But you can see there's like war going on, and all kinds of chaos in the city. I mean, this city is effed up. Where they came from was civilized. It was a civilized city. Jackson, Wyoming. Um, Seattle is like Armageddon, and I think that's how most cities are that aren't walled off or anything. And you definitely get the stark contrast of where they live and Seattle. And um, just a little side note, and I will put in the description, um, or I will put in the title, spoilers, but Abby, the one she's trying to kill, is in the third game. So I assume she's going to be in season 3. I assume she's going to be in season 3. But I don't know. I don't know. But very, very dark show, but very character driven and very drama like. And just a very good show. Even without Joel, it's still good. I'd like to see maybe a flashback somewhere where she has a flashback to Joel.